Hello everyone. Today we will see how we can deploy a data plane in a AWS Fargate cluster. So first, what we need to do, we need to log into the AWS platform. So this is the home page of the AWS platform. Once we logged in into the AWS, then we have to click on the register page. Now we have to switch to the data plane section. Now you have to click on the setup data plane. Select the Kubernetes v2. Continue. Select EKS. Next. Then let's say name any data plane name. So for me, let's say forget uh, test 1, 2, 3. Then namespace to be deployed. So let's say I'm putting forget hyphen test version. We will choose the latest version which is available to deploy. Then if you want, you can change the registry depending on your requirement. And we have to choose a service user. So this by default, we can use this service user. This is the default service user created by the system itself. But you can create your own service user and choose that one. Now we need to click on create data plane. Once it is done, what we need to do, we need to disable the unicorn. So with Fargate, unicorn is not supported. So we have to scroll down at the bottom side, scroll down, and you see the unicorn scheduler is there. So here we need to specify a few things. One is enabled false. That's it. So once this is done, you can click on save and next. So once you click on save and next, it will provide you two options, automatic or manual. Depending on your requirement, you can just use that. But for our demo perspective, we are using automatic only right now. So you just copy this command and download the manifest in your local. So I already downloaded one manifest. I will show you like how we can do that. Let me show you like which data plane I'm pointing to. So this is the data plane which I have created. So if you see, I've given the Fargate test as a data plane name. The namespace is Fargate, and I have used this one, and I've used the Acceldata registry itself, and the service user is this one. And when you click on update, you will see the bottom side. I have already put the enabled false. Okay. Now let me show you like once you download it, how it will look like. Yeah. So if you see here, this is my command line. I have created a folder called Fargate, and under that, I have ran that command, and this is the manifest file which get downloaded. Okay. So once this is downloaded, after that, what you need to do first, you need to check in the AWS side if the cluster is available or not. So go to the Kubernetes cluster. So I already have the SNS testing EKS cluster present. Under that, you have to go to the compute section. Here, there's a option called Fargate profiles. So you have to add this profile here. So I have added the test underscore Fargate. So let me show you how you can add it. You can just name it any name. Then you have to create a role for that. Just once you click on it, it will give you an option to create the role automatically. So if you see, it will choose the AWS service and it will choose the Fargate pod. Once you select this, by default, it will be selected only. Then you have to click on next and create. Once it is created, it will come, you need to just refresh it. It will come down here only. Okay. Now, For our case, I have created already this test Fargate role. So this one we need to choose, and it will use only the private subnets. So Fargate will work on the private subnet itself. Once you click on next, okay, let me tell you, show you test something. I'm just putting for sample purpose, but I have already created that. When you click on next, you have to provide the namespace on top of which you need to apply this Fargate. So this on top of this namespace, all your resources will be deployed. Once, so before creating this, putting this namespace name, you have to create the namespace from the command line. So once you join connected to the cluster, you just run the command kubectl create ns Fargate, and Fargate is the namespace. You can put any name as per your choice. So once you've done this, so you can just see like I've already created. So if I do kubectl get ns, you see the Fargate namespace is already there. You just choose that names, not choose, actually you have to type that name and just click next and create. So I have already created it. So if you see here, there's a test Fargate is already there, right? Once this is there, what you need to do, you need to run the one command, which is to deploy basically. So let me show you which command to deploy. Yeah. So this is the command which we need to. So what it is doing, kubectl get namespace Fargate. So it will check like first the namespace is already present or not. If not, it will create. So in our case, just running the command from this part will be enough. There is no need to run the whole thing. Yeah, that's it. So this needs to be done. Okay, so I already ran this command. So let me show you the pods. So once you uh, apply this manifest, it will deploy all the services. So just keep it in mind, like when you deploy first Helm wrapper and other one more service will deploy, which will basically initially in the pending state, because in Fargate, each pod refers to a particular single node. So every time it will launch a new pod itself. Okay. So don't worry, like once the pod get launched, it will get start the container creating and it will be in the running state. So once the hand wrapper is up and running, then it will deploy the rest of the all the services. So as you see, like all the services are up and running. Okay. Just one thing to keep it in mind, for Fargate, Unicorn is not supported. What we need to do, we have to change one parameter. So once these all the pods are running, then you need to go to the cluster again. So this is our cluster. You need to go to the right, extreme right, click on three dots, application config. Here there's a bulk edit option is there. You see? Yeah. So now you just search for Unicorn. Yeah. So this is the where you need to make the changes. So default value is Unicorn, but the value all it depends. So just remove this value from here. It has to be empty. Yeah. Now you just go at the bottom and apply config. That's it. Because if you have not changed that parameter, all the jobs which you are going to submit will not work, because it is going to use the default scheduler which we have given previously, that which was Unicorn. Now as we have removed, it will use the Kubernetes scheduler itself. Yeah, that's all from the deployment perspective. This is how the Dataplane on Fargate clusters get deployed. Thanks, everyone.